there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Marvin again, back with some more music reactions. Welcome back to Smitty Reacts. Now on this video, we're going to be checking out some music, some very special music from Sleep Token. Now, the thing that's cool with Sleep Token is I have seen them live before. I saw them with my friends Jesse, Nick, his wife Michelle. Had a great time at the concert. I saw it, shoot, was it last year? I think it was. I have to look and see. But I know I put some shorts on there from the video as well. That was like, In This Moment was there. I forget the other groups that were there at this time. But it was a fantastic show. Great ambiance. Oh, Cherry Bombs were there. They opened up, I believe. It was like a cool little tour. But anyway, I had to show this real quick. I had to sleep up my Sleep Token shirt. You know what I'm saying? I still haven't worn this shirt. I still have it. I haven't put it on. You know what I'm saying? But it's here. It is here. So maybe I'll rock it on the video. I've never really been the person to like put the shirt on for the video I'm gonna react to, but it is what it is. But this right here, I'm looking forward to it. This is on Drumeo, if you guys haven't seen it already. And if you're a Sleep Token fan or just a drummer fan as a whole, if you're not up on Drumeo, definitely do that. Subscribe to the channel. They always have great artists and great people come through. I'm also going to check out another one from them as well, because Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater has also got a Drumeo as well. So I'm going to be definitely checking that out. I think Nandy's on there as well. Yeah, I got to catch up on some Drumeo stuff. So that's what I'll be doing here today as well. So, hey, follow along for the journey. I'm not going to do it all in this video, but those are artists that I got coming up, just FYI. But this is called An Offering from Drumeo, Sleep Token #2. And Sleep Token #2 is the drummer of the group. I'm here for it. Now, if you've never been exposed to Sleep Token before, there's this whole lore of the band, and they got this whole thing going on. You know, it's in the whole aesthetic. Check out their stuff on your own time. I'm gonna say it like that. I won't dive into all that here, but if you're interested in the band and stuff like that, they're definitely growing and by leaps and bounds and so forth. So anyway, let me go ahead and hit start on this video. This is gonna be a long one. This is like an hour on its own. I'm probably gonna chop out parts and stuff like that here. I'll probably edit it down, honestly. So the whole recording part of this won't be the full video, but you'll definitely see my reaction to certain pieces on here. So my first time really jumping into something this long. See how it goes. So before I hit start on this thing, of course, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps my little channel grow over here. We're on the way to 13,000 subscribers. And of course, 2024 is going to be an amazing year. Hope you guys have a safe and happy holiday season. And let's jump into it. Sleep Token, An Offering. It's on Drumeo, basically. Let's go.
I am here, and this is an offering from Drumeo.
Like how they've got his voice protected. They don't want nobody to know who he is. Let's go. Look at the legends. Look at the legends on the front page of Drumeo right here. Drumeo Live. Pause right here. Look at these legends, man. You know what I'm saying? Taylor Hawkins. I think that's Taylor Hawkins. Is that Taylor? Oh my goodness. Sleep Token's from the UK, I believe, right? goodness. Right here. I love the way that they're like. I love the way they just come in with the accents on here, and he definitely like helps with this part of the song right here, like open up and breathe, because obviously it's kind of a lull to kind of like kind of let the tension kind of abate, and then you kind of get some release. And I'm sure you're about to turn back up here in a minute to kind of draw you back in and build that tension back up again. But I like the fact that Two's able to do this. Now I'm looking at this and I'm looking at this thing, man. So, is this all performance music? Is this all like the full songs? Is that why it's... Anyway, let's just watch it. Let's go. I like the effects right there too. Also, them drumsticks is beat to heck. Here is so clean. Oh! Hit them all them drums, boy.
To all of you out there watching, this is going to be a really special Drumeo live feature because this is the first recorded video interview that any member of Sleep Token has ever done, and we're honored that Two has decided to do this with us. So welcome here. Thanks for tuning in. And
pause right there. That just means he has a lot of respect for Drumeo, obviously. Two obviously is a student of the game, and the fact that they're able to do their first live interview. Let's go.
Recorded video interview that any member of Sleep Token has ever done, and we're honored that Two has decided to do this with us. So welcome here. Thanks for tuning in. And for any of you who don't know who Two is, he's a founding member and the drummer for the anonymous band Sleep Token, and they just put out a brand new album this year called Take Me Back to Eden, which is one of my personal favorite albums of this year of 2023, and I highly recommend you go check it out because it's unreal and Two's playing is incredible. But before we jump into the interview, what you see here on the YouTube channel just scratches the surface of what we do here at Drumeo. Inside of our membership, we have thousands of song transcriptions with drumless tracks, including tons of stuff from Sleep Token. We have a full method that will teach you anything and everything about playing the drums. So if you want to check that out, there's a link down below, drumeo.com/trial. And you can see everything we're up to in the members area. We're going to get into it. We're going to be talking about Two's drumming.
I don't know if they did this song at the show, but this sounds familiar. Pause. I think they did this song at the show. I have to check with my friends that went because I'm brand new to Sleep Token. Like I've only seen them once in concert. I've heard a couple of songs here and there, but I haven't like sat down and listened to them like actual dove deep into the songs and so forth. So forgive me for my ignorance. That's all I gotta say. But I think this sounds very familiar to me, like just from the concert. Let's go. I like how the drumming just dropped out right there. Just let the song breathe. Let the ambiance just do its thing, you know? Build back up. Let's go.
So from the drums, you can hear lots of influences just in your playing. You can hear rock, metal, electronic music. How do you apply all of this within your drum parts?
I've always personally taken a lot of inspiration from the UK dance music scene. Listening to the various subgenres of drum and bass specifically allowed me to incorporate stylistic traits from those genres into my vocabulary as a drummer.
Pause. That makes sense though, because like you can definitely hear like some of the different elements and stuff like that. Some of the obviously like European countries are like heavily influenced by drum and bass music, EDM, trance, even old school stuff like pop or pseudo pop music or pseudo punk, however you want to say it. They just live on that stuff. It seems like, even stuff from like Prodigy back in the day, Firestarter, those kind of songs were heavily influenced like that, but it's really cool to just hear him say it and just put it out there like, I'm influenced by this stuff, and I'm sure there's other parts of music and stuff that he's influenced by as well. But coming from that scene and that sort of thing lends itself to this style of music, in my opinion. But two, take it away, bro. Like, you doing your thing.
Subgenres of drum and bass specifically allowed me to incorporate stylistic traits from those genres into my vocabulary as a drummer.
Guitar work on there is crazy too. Oh, that accent right there, the way it complimented his voice right there. It makes no difference. Like that part. Oh, let me hear this again. I like that. It's complimentary. Real subtle. Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta pause. That was gross right there. That little stutter. Like, come on, man. I can see why he's on Drumeo. Look at this dude right here, man. Like, not only that, but I like the artistic creativity to be like, take yourself out of the music. Take the ego out of the music. We can put the music first and creatively show you guys what we're doing, like show the audience what we're doing, but at the same time, keeping that mystique up. Plus, not everybody's here for the fame. Like, he can take that stuff off and walk down the street and have nobody bother him. He can still go to the grocery store. He can still go to the movies. He can do whatever he wants to do when they're off tour and not be bothered by anybody. Except for the people that like maybe know. But let me rewind a little bit so we can get back into it. But what's the name of this song? I like this is like a really cool reintroduction to me to the band because I haven't heard most of these songs. Or if I have, maybe it's like been parts and pieces. But so far, man, Two's killing it. All right, let's go. called God. Just the energy in the song. I like how dudes just getting a personal concert. Look at that footwork, y'all. I love these side-by-side videos. With the double pedal. Okay. Let the reverb out. Let it breathe. That feel.
As I mentioned, I'm also a big fan of R&B and pop,
Okay.
which has worked its way into my playing. I grew up primarily playing metal, so the next obvious step for me was to blend these other styles in amongst heavier playing to add versatility to my drum parts.
Right. Took the R&B approach to it, man. Come on, man. It makes sense to me too, where it's like, if you're a drummer, you're really trying to be a versatile drummer and be able to kind of fit into different things or blend genres and introduce yourself. You really need to study like all types of music. Like, just be a straight student of everything, absorb it up. So you're gonna listen to like, you know, classic drummers. You're gonna listen to like the James Brown drummers, and you're, you know, to a, maybe even Metallica. You know what I'm saying? You listen to Lars, even though, we know. I love Lars, though I don't even care. You know, you're gonna listen to, you know, your Portnoy's and your, you know, whoever your Neil Peart's, all those guys, you know, and of course the classic drummers. But you're gonna listen to that, absorb it, and take it in, and flip it into your own style. So I can see where he's coming from. You know, where he just wants to, you know, blend those genres and stuff together. So this might be an example of that. Let me see what he's doing on this track right here. This one's called Dark Signs. So yeah, let's see.
Where I was raised, there was no street.
Like I use the back of the stick.
Just pitch
Kind of dull out the sound a little bit.
passing headlights. Where we met, there must have been dark signs. Oh man,
Like the electronic drums right here too.
in your skies. Most days you reach for safety. Dark signs. Alarm bell in your eye. And I miss the man I was. The moment we left off. And I hate who I've become. Every time I wake up.
Throw the finger snaps in there, and then rock it out. basically pop. He's basically playing straight pop here. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, metal pop, but pop. I see it. I see it. Bring them up. Oh.
So when you're developing your drum parts for the albums, are you just coming up with those yourself before the rest of the song is built, or are you hearing the other instrument parts first and then basing your parts off of that?
Most, if not all of the time, I try to pay close attention to the vocals and figure out any specific syllables that can benefit
And
from
accent those.
accents
Yes.
of the key.
See, like I said, he's following the okay. You following the vocals, bro. Like I like that approach.
I sometimes use the vocal line as a guide of sorts
That
to
makes sense.
dance in between what's being sung, to filling in those gaps, if you will. Typically speaking, songs don't start from a particular drum part, although this isn't necessarily deliberate. Another element I look for when writing are any specific syncopation that the drums must match. This could be a
Like a chorus.
pattern on the guitar, a breakdown of sorts,
Right.
something electronic. But I feel this takes away a lot of the guesswork when initially writing parts and provides me with a clearer idea of the song in question.
So let's make trouble in the dream world. Hijack heaven with another memory go. I'll make the most of the turning tide. It's just split what's left of the burning side.
Pause. So that's honestly like, you know, in a way, it's almost a hip hop approach, or even a reverse hip hop approach to things, where it's like, as a rapper, like you come in and listen to the beat, and then obviously you rap towards the beat or around the beat, or what they call ride the beat. You know what I'm saying? You get in there, you find the little spaces in between the beat where the vocals part wants to come in, or you can flip it and like write the beat around the vocals, which is what he's doing here, where it's like you hear the vocals first, you hear what the singers are doing or the rest of the band's doing and everything, just like he said, and then you take it and then you like work into that or play off of it. And you ride that too. You could ride their vocal stylings and like you said, the syllables that have to be kind of accented. So like if somebody's like really punching a note, you know, hitting that note really hard, like you know, you want to bah, you know what I'm saying, hit the drum along with that, or filling in little open spaces and stuff to kind of fill out the rest of fill out the rest of the song. And you know, I like the music theory behind this, even though this is not, you know, maybe what some could consider theory, but it's an approach, right? Isn't that what theory is? It's an approach to music and how you would take it on, you know? Like I love this interview right here. It's super informative, you know, about not only the band's approach to music, but like just how, you know, he's approaching music and how he's doing it as a drummer and how he wants to use that as a way to inform him of what to do next with the songs. Like, yo, man, this dude's a genius, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know, let's go.
So let's make trouble in the dream world. Hijack heaven with another memory go. I'll make the most of the turning tide. It's just split what's left of the burning silence. Don't wait, 'cause this could be.
So around the kit, you can see you're using lots of different linear stickings and sticking patterns. What are some of the ones that you would say define your drumming?
I've always been a big Eric Moore fan, and gospel drummers in general.
Yay.
But I've taken a lot of influence from. A couple of Eric's licks find their way into my playing. As an example, I use an 8-note linear phrase, which is played as right, left, kick, right, left, kick. That, along with a phrase called the 3-1-3-2, which is a triplet phrasing of 9 notes, played as right, right, kick, right again on the hands, and then finished with 2 notes on the kick. What I particularly like about this phrasing is that it's 3 notes short of resolving itself.
Huh.
So, as a drummer, you're forced to be creative with those last 3 notes and finish sticking the phrasing in any way you see fit.
That's that guy. Oh my. So, hey, y'all. The fact that he says Sleep Token listens to gospel music should say a lot right there about gospel music. Because I'm going to say this, y'all, and I've been around enough gospel, a lot of gospel, how I want to say it, musicians, singers, and all that stuff growing up in the church and so forth. And even not to this day, like some of my great friends are in that type of music. But some of the best musicians on this planet, walking around this planet, are gospel musicians. Some of them. I'm just being truthful with y'all. Listen to some gospel music, even if you don't agree with the message or whatever. That's a whole nother conversation. Who cares? Listen to some of the music. Listen to some of the musicians. I'm telling you, some of them players are cold with it, and the only reason that they're not like popping off in other genres is because they'd rather do it for Jesus and for the church, than opposed for circular music. But at the same time, those are some of the coldest drummers, singers, piano players, organists, whatever it is. Some of the best ones are over there doing their thing, So the fact that even he got to recognize it, because I know Sleep Token's message, and it's definitely not gospel music. So I think that's really cool to kind of see the contrast there, right there. But just as a musician, he appreciates the fact of even what some of these guys are doing over there, and that just means you're a student. Like for me, for instance, like I listen to a lot of blast beats and stuff like that too. Origin, stuff like that, from our friends over there. Shout out to Origin, by the way. They got a new tour coming up here, European tour. If you're in Europe or whatever, look them up if you love that kind of music. But that being said, and I wasn't paid for that. I'm just saying, get at me, Origin. But anyway, the fact that, you can appreciate music just for music, just for the sake of music, is really cool to me, just as a musician that likes to listen to certain things. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back to this. But, the fact that he's listening to them and just acknowledging it is really cool, considering, the contrast of what you think Sleep Token would listen to and what they're playing and so forth, man. This is really cool. Anyway, let's get it.
Any way you see fit.
Uh-huh. I can see how he went with this on this song, just hearing it. It's kind of a brighter pitched song, Not dark so far. Woo!
I also use the 6-stroke roll often in various elements of my playing, whether it's groove or fill based. Another song I enjoy playing live is entitled Like That. This is from our second record.
Okay.
Arguably the drum parts in that song are, to this day, my favorite that I've written.
Okay, he's got a favorite. Let's hear his favorite. But I'm gonna pause right here before we do that. First of all, shout out to him for putting that whole mask on the whole time. He's playing live wherever he's at. You know what I'm saying? The fact you playing with that and it potentially could restrict airflow where you're doing like a lot of like physically demanding activities and stuff. Like, just show the fact that he's got a good wind system. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he's like obviously in shape. Some kind of level. A lot of drummers are, man. Like this is some really athletic type stuff when you have the ability to play long sets, concerts, events and stuff like that. Just shows your endurance as well, man. So, if he's got like a workout routine, man, he hopefully, maybe he can slide that this way. Just saying. But anyway, I just wanted to pause right there and point out that, my man's right here got a whole mask on and doing this whole thing. All of them do. Like, anyway, let's go. Let's get it.
That I've written.
Favorite song. Or his favorite song. I'm curious. With the rim shots. Yo. Rim shots are criminally underrated. I don't care what y'all say. I like the fact he's got the rim shot going on over here, okay? I don't think I've ever heard it. Well, I've never heard him play before anyway. Not like this anyway. But I don't think I've ever seen them do like rim shots and stuff like that. Yo, I'm a fan of rim shots. I'm sorry. I like rim shots. But yo, let's get it. Like I said, he's just blending styles together, man. He's blending all these styles. Ooh. That pattern though, sick. Get busy, drummer. Get busy, dog. Get busy, too. Get busy. Here we go. Let the drummer get some.
So when you're performing live with Sleep Token, do you try to stay?
Pause. I can see that's why he likes that song. Yo, man, that was a great sampling of, like he said, like a blended techniques, a blended styles, phrasing, the whole thing. Like, he definitely, can definitely hold his own in the great pantheon of drummers. Like, he's definitely up there. Definitely up there. All right, let's get back to the interview. Let's go.
So when you're performing live with Sleep Token, do you try to stay true to the record, or are you actually taking quite a few creative liberties in the live set?
I would say that most of the parts that I tend to play in a live setting vary drastically to what was tracked on the record itself. This happens for a number of reasons. Sometimes when I have more time to sit with a finished track
Right.
while rehearsing for a tour, I can look at it through different lens and subsequently come up with a more interesting variation live. On the other hand, these things can happen more naturally and take on a different feel or sticking due to simply playing a certain song for long periods of time across touring. There are, of course, certain parts in each song that must remain true to the original.
Right. That makes
this
sense.
Could be a syncopated guitar part, or even an electronic part on the pads that serves more of a supporting role within the song.
Pause. That makes sense. I was gonna say too, because like, and he said it eloquently right there, so I don't want to like verbatim say what he just said, but obviously it makes sense because like the longer you sit with certain things, and this could be anything, not just music, but like say if you're doing an art project or if you're working on I do cosplay occasionally, you know, if you're working on a project or whatever the case might be, the longer you look at it, you know, even if it's quote unquote finished, like true art really is never finished. And that's not this a cliche, like it really isn't, because you could always look at it from a different point of view, a different point in time, and look back and be like, man, I could have really like tweaked that a little bit better. I could have done that better, or the emotions change or the feeling changes, you know. But at the same time, if you change too much, it becomes a different project. It's a different song or a different thing at that point. Also, you know, I would think musically speaking too, like if your bandmates are listening for certain cues or certain things, like you have to communicate that, like, hey, like I'm getting ready to change up this little part here. Are you cool with that? I know that you normally hear me here and you come in on this part, but if you don't communicate that, that could throw everybody off, especially as a drummer. You know, I might be playing my little solo piece or doing something and listen for a cue and the cue don't hit, or if I hear something weird or it throws me off, when we get off stage, man, we might have to have a conversation. Like, hey, bro, like, I know you know, da 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 da, but long story short, don't do that. You know, but I think they're probably a close enough band where they can communicate that. And also they have to obviously allow themselves some creative liberty and freedom. And in a live setting, honestly, most people, for the most part, as long as the song hits the major notes and the major beats of the song, they're probably not going to care too much. Or they might appreciate little variations or little things that they do, because like live music is live music for a reason. It's exciting. You know, it brings you in, it's gripping and stuff like that. And honestly, like it adds a little bit more excitement to it, as long as you're along for the ride, and as long as you know, you kind of like sign off on that piece to the band, like, hey, you guys have liberty to do what you want to do, you know. But some people are sticklers. They come in and they want to hear the audio version, they want to hear the recorded version. And for those people too, like I get it, like you paid your money for a certain product or whatever, but at the same time, it's like, you know, let them be creative. Especially on tour. You know, they got to play the same songs night in and night out. Let them do their thing, you know. Let them have fun. And if anything, you might have more fun with that than what you hear on the record, you know, if you're paying that close of attention. But at any rate, though, hey, like I like his response to that question. It's a really good question that I'm sure a lot of artists and stuff have to, you know, tackle at some point or another, you know. And obviously, too, like a lot of these parts are hard. Like if I mess up or make a mistake, I'm going to do what I can to cover it and then keep pushing forward. So even by that, you know, even on that token, like, no pun intended, you might have to just keep pushing, and it becomes something different. It becomes more creative along the way. So at any rate, let me go ahead and give it to this one. This is Rain by Sleep Token. Let me rewind a little bit. We'll go back in it.
The pads that serves more of a supporting role within the song.
Just kind of fill the space up a little bit.
Just like the rain, you cast the dust into nothing and wash out the soul from my head. So touch me again, I feel my shadow dissolving. Will you cleanse me
like this. This is a little bit more poppy too. I like
So who
that.
are some of your favorite drummers who have influenced your playing over the years?
Here we go.
When I first started playing, I, like many others in my generation, were heavily into drummers such as Joey Jordison,
Right.
Matt from the band
Bud
Mudvayne,
Vane. Let's go.
as well as the more extreme speed players such as Derek Roddy. I was very much obsessed with the gospel style of playing.
All
I
right.
spent most of my early adulthood studying players.
Well, yeah, I spit blood when I wake up. Sink porcelain stain, choking up brain matter and make
That's why I like Rimshot so much. It's that kind of R&B, kind of gospel style.
Missed calls, answer phones from people I just don't trust. Nerd talk, fake love, but I'll take a pound of your flesh before you take a piece of my pay stub. White roses, black doves, godmother, rise up. I need you to see me for what I have become. My mind, those eyes like fire. I'm a wind insects, you're a funeral pyre. Come down, bite through these wires. I'm a waking hell and the guns grow tired. Reset my patient violence along both lines of a pathway higher. Grow back your sharpest teeth, you know my desire.
Tony Royster Jr., Eric Moore, Thomas Pridgeon, simply slowing down YouTube videos in a feeble attempt to understand their concepts, their stickings and influences. These days, I would describe my playing style as a mixture of that signature Abe Cunningham Deftones inspired heavier sort of grooving
Yeah.
with a linear style gospel influence.
No amount of love will keep it around if we don't choose it.
Like when he's sticking that tip, man. It's like, yeah.
And I don't know what it's got.
Get that symbol, boy. A little heavier piece. Let's go. And he's just going ham on the drums. Love that fade out.
So, two, what are some of your favorite Sleep Token songs to perform live?
I've always enjoyed playing a song from our first record entitled Sundowning called Higher. The parts in that song
Sharing your insights into Sleep Token's music. And with that, we're going to close with some final pieces of music from Sleep Token, and I'll leave this one to two. Take care, everyone.
Pause right here before he wraps it up here. Yo, this has been really cool. A really cool interview. A really cool way to kind of conduct an interview where it's like, obviously, you have your interviewer here, you know, asking the questions and so forth. But the answers, like from two, were definitely unexpected. Like, I didn't know that he was a fan of so many different genres of music like that. You know, and obviously we know that musicians have influences. But it's really cool to peel the curtain back sometimes and see who their influences are. Because if you look at their influencers, you can start doing the reverse timeline. Okay, who influenced that person? Who were their influences? And so on and so forth. You start seeing a timeline and a lineage, kind of a linear, you know, trajectory to how music can really tap into any kind of music. You know, like you could hear something from, I don't know, what's his name? That does Take Five. I'm drawing a blank. Dave Brubeck, thank you. You know, some of those jazz players back in the day, and then find a correlation to players today and how they were influenced and so forth. So I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool that he's exposing some of his influences, and I'm sure he's got many more. Like he's probably just kind of streamlining the ones that pop to him in the moment. But at the same time, it's like it's really cool just to hear him call out certain names. Some names I'm familiar with, some I'm not. You know, because I'm not that big of a drum head. I just appreciate the art and the craftsmanship that goes into creating some of these drum pieces and writing them. But at the same time, man, it's really cool to hear him say this. And as a band too, I'm sure the band has probably crazy influences, even though they're, you know, trekking their way through their own genre of music and kind of blazing their own trail. But it's really cool to hear to really kind of go out and do this. And again, like I said, doing this in a mask, you know, with the ambiance here, you got the smoke in the background, the lighting and all that, you know, really kind of set up like the way that I saw them in concert. You know, they really came out looking like this. I was like, oh, okay. And I like how the bandmates are just numbered. You got one, I think, is the singer, two is the drummer. Yeah, 3 and 4 respectively. I'm not sure which one is which. I'm sure one plays bass and one does something else. But anyway, but hey, like this is a really cool performance here. So if you got this far along in the video, man, hey, I hope you guys have a great holiday season and so forth. I hope it's all, you know, everything you needed to be or wanted to be for that matter. And also too, man, I like the fact that we kind of were able to peel a little bit of a layer back on Sleep Token as a band. Like I said, I've seen them perform live before. Never really deep dove into them like this. I think I may have a reaction up here from one of their songs. I have to look back. But at any rate, man, after seeing this, I definitely want to dive a little deeper into Sleep Token here in the future. So also, hopefully, too, maybe the other bandmates will do something similar to this in their respective instrument. Like we'll see the singer go off and do his thing and the guitar player do their thing. Like it'd be really cool to see different segments of the band kind of do things similar to this. So at any rate, man, let me go ahead and let this play out here and then we'll wrap it up. So last two songs here from 2 Sleep Token. Let's get them. Clean. He is such a clean player, though. pause real quick. You know what I want to do? You know what I really would like to do? I would really like to send this to Yo-Yo Ka and see if she would do a cover of this song. I'm just curious to see if she has time to do it. I might have to put together a little love package and send it to the band and be like, Yo-Yo Ka, please, for your family. You know what I'm saying? Put a little donation together and send it up to her and be like, hey, there's a song I'd like to hear live. I'd like to hear you cover. This might be the one just to see her feel work and how she tackles this song. But yo, if y'all, please tell me. I know you guys are up on Yo-Yo Ka already. I know you guys are. I know you are. And if you're not, do that, please. But anyway, rewind a little bit. This right here is probably my favorite song so far. I can see why he likes playing it. Mainly because I like that busy drum with that. Just showing off the skill and the technique. Everything sounds clean. You can hear the notes, everything. Like, make your head do this action, what? A little bit of that. Okay. Drumeo. Bringing y'all what y'all want. Sheesh. Drumeo giving y'all what y'all need, what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a fan, look at this right here. I mean, he's giving y'all the cheat code, the contra code. Up, down, left, right. Up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. And I don't think it's only like it's not infinite lives, by the way. There's a cap to the lives for Contra. I'm just saying. But look at the code right here he's giving y'all. 2's giving y'all the code to drumming right here. Look at that. Hey man, hey, if you guys watch the video with me all the way through this, man, I definitely appreciate it. I'll know, editing Marvin will know if I'm going to chop this down to less than an hour or so, or I might leave it as it is. I know earlier at the beginning I said I was going to edit it down. I don't know if I will. I might just let this thing just play out because I enjoyed this so much. But I'll know. If I do, I'm going to put a little editing note at the beginning if I choose to do so. Or I might put it at the end. You know, who knows? Like, editing Marvin will know when he gets to that part. But that being said, I thoroughly enjoyed this video. Please check down in the description box below because I'm definitely leaving links back to this video. That way you can watch it all the way through. Subscribe to Drumeo if you're a fan of that type of stuff. You know, I definitely am. You know, seeing breakdowns like this. And obviously, this is historic, at least in the terms of the band, where you're literally seeing the first interview from them and in a live setting. You know, it's really cool. Like, if you're somebody that likes that type of thing, that deep dive into music and to hear like the creativity or the perspective of the bandmates and so forth, like we need stuff like this to happen. Like we really do. Like, and for people to like explore and enjoy music and share it around, you know, like, you know, hopefully you'll do with this video. But that being said though, man, Sleep Token, fantastic band. I definitely love them. Regardless of what kind of genre of music you listen to, like regardless of any of that stuff, you can at least appreciate the skill that it takes to put on a performance like this, the dexterity, the fluidity, all that stuff, as well as just being a well-rounded musician. Like, I like his musical knowledge and I like his musical acumen when he's bringing down like his influences and so forth. Like, 2 definitely gets the salute, bro. You can come to the cookout, man, if you want to, you know. Incognito if you want to. Oh, man. But at any rate, hey, my name is Marvin. This is Smitty Reacts. I'm going to get out of this video, man. I got more stuff to get to for sure. But I'm definitely glad I stopped and checked this one out. So until the next one, though, please take care of yourself. Be kind to one another. And of course, if you guys can do that, I will catch you in the next video. All right? All right. Peace.